follow is a presentation of MRE UNO, Division 1.
Welcome to this featured one and only game on this Sunday afternoon in Movie May in the Slushie region, as this one, it could be done before it even starts. We welcome you to the 6-11 game in the Slushie region between the 6 seed Cap and the 11 seed Hockey. For Cap, he was the defending T2 winner going in last tournament, and well, didn't get what he had hoped for. Fell to Gone in round 1, but can't hold your head too low if your Cap was able to... Gone was able to get that silver medal. So definitely not a bad loss on his resume, and now he looks to try and get win number 4 on the season this afternoon. And he squares up against potential familiar foe. Both have played in UUL. I don't know if they played each other. Someone could fact check me on that one. He's been taking on Hockey, who fell to Charles Sandfer a tournament ago after pulling off a win over DJ in March, and now looks to pull even at 2-2 for the season. And what could be a fast-paced, low-tier war that could be done just as quickly as it starts. As we take a look at the preview here, it is Legend versus Rookie. 17-12 on the year is Cap. This past season, he finished 28th, made it out of round 1 in T3. That was following getting that gold medal in Aquatic April. And on the other side, Hockey, of course, 6-9 in games this year, looking to try and pull even at 2-2 in series, and finished 30th in the D2 T3 a season ago. Of course, the CPU liking Cap in this one in 6, but we're going to see what goes down in this one. You take a look at the bracket. This is the first one in the bottom half, background and Radin. We're going to have full details on that later today, we hope, to be posted, and that one will be rescheduled very soon, trying to work that out with those two. And then we got Cap and Hockey coming up. We are still waiting. Of course, we wish the champ, Ashley, all the best. She's got a lot of finals going on. Still don't have the time on that. We will have that soon, we hope. And then we have Lane and Brian in this very pod that, as we're going to mention a couple times, is that this is the last game before the bot server gets relocated, migrated to Ashburn, Virginia from Buffalo, New York. So after this game, the bot is going to be going offline. And depending on how long the downtime is due to that migration, Lane and Brian, they're tentatively scheduled for 9 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. However, we are unsure as to whether that will still be a good time. If the bot is back online, that game will go off as scheduled. That'll be the only game on the schedule tomorrow, and then we'll be back with another set of games on Tuesday, a triple header, as well as the D2 competition getting started as well. So we got Cap and Hockey coming your way, and we are going to bring you into the table. And joining me on short notice, I appreciate him stepping in here for Coach Rogers, who had something come up. Let me know this morning. Wish him all the best. We thank Charles Sandfer for joining us. And Sandfer, obviously, we know that this is gonna probably be a quick one to watch. Could be going by real fast. They both like the same kind of play style, low tier, fast paced And obviously, you just played hockey in Automotive April round one. So, uh, talk to me about the keys for these guys. What are we gonna? I mean, what can we take away from this one? We're gonna see quick and fast play, and obviously, you just played hockey. So, what do you think the keys are for these guys today?
Sorry about that. Had a
Yeah,
phone
yeah,
call come up right at the
no
moment
problem.
there. So with these guys, yeah, I played hockey. They both play quick. Like you said, they both play low tier. So we've seen a few of these type games play out. So I think from that aspect, we can know a little bit about what to expect. Very much probably a over under of 15 minutes for the game total, just at least of the gameplay, not necessarily the stream side.
Right.
I'm expecting probably no higher than 10 cards at a start. And I'll be honest, it's one of those deals we've seen Cap struggle in the past with players that play that similar style as he does. So I'm looking for hockey to be able to actually hang tough here and maybe even pull off the upset.
It should be interesting to watch. We'll go to the players now. Cap, I'll start with you. Obviously, not the T2 you were hoping for. You know, you didn't defend the tournament win, but obviously that you fell to the silver medalist and gone, so not something to feel too bad about. What do you got to do to bounce back here today against, I believe, is a familiar foe in hockey? And thoughts on playing him? I don't know if you all have played in UUL. You can tell me if I'm right or wrong on that. Let me know. And hockey, kind of similar question for you. You had the win against the Super League player DJ in T1, and then fell to Sandfer in T2. What do you got to do to bounce back and get a win against Legend here today? And obviously, I mean, I don't know if there's any. I don't recall if there's any familiarity between you two. You can let me know. Either of you can. Just let me know in chat. And yeah, obviously, both these guys coming from Ultimate Uno League. I came from the same place, so some familiarity. Hockey was able to, obviously, due to some retirements and some other circumstances, was able to, wasn't originally promoted, but able to find his way to D1, earned a spot, and came out swinging with a win over DJ in Tournament 1, and is now looking to try and get a bounce back second win on the season. We'll wait for these guys' comments here. And this certainly isn't a bad matchup for hockey. We just saw an 11 seed. We've seen two 11 seeds move on out of the three. This is the final 6-11 game. So just saw Bo advance in 5. Let's see. Hockey 5. I can't talk. Hockey and I faced off many times in UL. I think our head-to-head record's pretty even. We'll try something new today. You'll probably notice it. Okay, interesting, Sandfer. Cap might be trying to counter what we think we're gonna see. Interesting.
Might be. We'll see.
Yeah. Hockey saying, honestly, I think what I think I have to do to pull off this win is play my cards smart. Usually hesitate to use cards, and it's what mainly brings me down to lose. And all right, so hockey may be trying to play a more aggressive. Cap is teasing a little bit of a change in strategy. Let's see what we see. So, it's about that time to get down to business. Game 1, Captain. You get the first call, my friend. What will it be for game number 1? And we're gonna send it.
Well, wow.
Screw the low tier. So you're saying we'll see it, huh, Cap?
Yeah.
We're gonna see that strategy.
Yeah, we're seeing it quickly.
All right, we're sending it. Here we go. Brock 1, and I think that's what he meant by we're gonna see what we're changing. All right, off we go. And
didn't take long.
What did you do with the real Cap? And Cap gonna go aggressive with the red switch into that Ghost 1, another familiar foe for both these guys. Another fast, low-tier player in hockey gonna undercut back to the yellow.
I like it. See if Cap's playing honest. It's not a bad play here early on.
No. Trying to see if he pulled a fade there. It's possible with a sender this early to make a change like that. Fades are definitely possible. Yeah, I wonder if Cap just picked that despite my entire opening. Yep, there. Yep, fade.
Well, either your opening or my prediction. So,
Yeah, well, a little bit.
one or the other.
Little bit of both. So they're both gonna go for the yellow after the early switch and cross back by Hockey. Double play from Hockey there. Gets a little bit ahead just by the possession arrow. Cap is gonna go for green 2, the gone 2. Of course, the Automotive April silver medalist just felt that was his first win along the way to that. And now an undercut from Hockey to the Zach red 2.
Yep, trips 2 there into red. Cap with the DJ card.
DJ 5 and Hockey going for the Pack Watch Johnson 0. And, ooh, 0 sugar switch from Cap to the Ed. And it's dead even. Hockey still with the mere possession arrow at 9 cards.
Yeah, swap on 0 sugar, not.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, definitely a hard play to make. And now Hockey gets Cap iced on the yellow, and we'll see if there's any more to this for Hockey, or is he going to draw back as well?
Yeah, one swap
about wanting to push that aggression.
One swap to a color could be a fade. 2 swaps off of it, usually it's pretty honest.
It could
so
be.
Unless he's got the rainbow here, we're probably unless he ends up with right number, I guess I should say. From
Hockey. Hockey going to the plus.
One.
Okay. Well, that's a problem. Yeah, the spacing right there. And he's still going to use it. Wait a minute. Doesn't even matter. Down to 4. Cap is set back to 22. This would be a comeback if this isn't a finish.
I don't think he's going to have a chance.
Ow. Those
Hockey
are the first
for the win.
Thrown. Hockey, yep. Yep, that's it. Big starting hand for Hockey on the sender. Yeah, and Cap, I'm guessing that was mostly plan A from Hockey. Did you have anything you could have counteracted that with? I mean, definitely just seemed like he had the answers. That double 0 switch was key for him. Yeah, Hockey, was that basically plan A for you, or was there anything that obviously, it's obviously plan A, didn't draw a card, but I'm assuming some of those switches helped you. Yeah. Quite the twist for Cap in it. Not necessarily because of his high tier choice, so is that his fault? That's just a monster hand from Hockey.
Yeah, sometimes not much you can do there.
Yeah. Only plan I had, and Captain kept playing the cards that I needed to win. Yeah, so it just it was plan A, but Captain kind of gave him the keys to the castle there. Wasn't much I could do. Mostly had numbers. Why I dislike So the change didn't work, is what you're saying. Oh yeah, Sandfer. I don't have much to say. I think Cap just got burned by the change in strategy he wanted. I mean, high tier can work, but he just kind of got screwed on the hand there. I mean, it's pretty crystal clear by the end of it.
And obviously, anytime you're doing a swap from what you're accustomed to, sometimes it can take a little bit of the adjustment period.
Yeah,
is a little bit tougher. Well, I almost there's something that I will say can happen here if Cap does go back to like his standard low tier, which could be intriguing. Especially as being down 1, and we'll see if he enacts it, and we'll also see if that does go indeed his way.
Yep, we will see indeed. Cap, still free board for you. What'll it be for game 2? I'm gonna guess 5. No. Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like high tier. Let's go high tier again. That's not gambling. Let's go gambling. That's the opposite of gambling. Oh my god. Alright, start with the JT5. Maybe it's a mind game at this point, saying he doesn't like
Maybe.
high tier. I don't know, man. This is interesting.
Well, it's definitely a change of his norm, is what I will say.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we always say let's go gambling when Hey Cap, what happened? Goodness.
We have a zero
Do,
shooter on the
do you
green.
have
over
a
the blue now.
parasite? Dear God.
Blink twice if you're okay.
blink twice if you're being held hostage. God. Cap gonna go with
Cap's
the Brad
rolling the
Deuce
blue.
after the triple from hockey.
There is
Ahead
that
by
lane
2.
card. We don't talk about the scoreboard right now.
Yeah.
Hockey with that 2-card advantage, though. Cap over to red. Trip 7, we're going to the
again.
casinos.
Someone buy a lotto ticket. Trip 7.
Monkey yellow.
Cross to Logan 3 on the red.
And there's the other red 7. So interesting.
So double
Cap
play
with that
from
double
Cap,
play
having a
trying to
little
make
bit of
up
ammo now. Now he pulls even, but Hockey's still with the PA. And he's going to take it
Oh
and
boy,
more.
trip.
Triple. Does he have it again?
He's got. Oh
Jesus.
my goodness.
Wow.
Has played twice as many cards.
Unfortunately, you
on
can't pick
stream.
15 for game 3.
Can't say that on the stream.
Hey, he never said what he never said he was gambling the way we don't like. Yeah, Cap again. I mean, you had a little bit, but I'm going to guess it mostly came down to trying to find the right switches there again. Goodness. Well, we said it'd be fast, Sandfer, but I didn't think it was going to be fast 15s.
Yeah, that's insane. The fact that they're separated by just 37 seconds in both games.
Goodness. Even worse than... Oh, wow. I'm sensing mind game, Sandfer. I ain't hesitate no more.
13 numbers. Wow.
13 numbers. Yeah, so that reverse and I think there was a skip somewhere. Are the only two.
That was it.
God. Oh no, he must have had another one. There's only one reverse played. Goodness. I will be swept in 10 minutes. Ah, hockey. I still remember when you gentlemen swept me in 9 minutes last year. That's... Except it wasn't on 15s. God damn. Alright. Yeah, 30 seconds. I got nothing more to say on this one. My goodness.
There wasn't much going on there. No.
And the arrow's going back to hockey, so this could be tragic for Cap, but we'll see what he does.
I mean, let's hope for it not being a sweep. I mean, at least.
Oh, we're going 7. All right, let's go.
Okay. A little bit of a half-off special itself.
Half off and a little like 53%. I don't know, some number.
A little
over 50. Yeah. Anyway, we start with a retro 8, and we stick it in blue. 1 up to the Nick 9, and so hockey gonna go down to the low tier here, and we're gonna see if his luck continues. This may be playing into what Cap wants too, but he doesn't have any blue off the start. And Hockey can just keep running it. You thought he was going to get comboed.
Well, and Cap. Oh my!
Oh, triple.
No. Wow. Saw the red 5 in there in a moment. Okay. What did I say? Oh, well, he's already. That gets Cap down into the red zone a little bit. Sends Hockey back to 9.
Ditto 2 there after the triple from Cap, his first big ammo play of the series, and this might be turning his way as Hockey iced out on the red.
Yeah,
this might be his key. Crosses to the Rogers yellow, doubles it up to the 8. Cap down to 2. Does he have it? He does. Another +4, and that will do it. Cap is on the board. It is 2-1, and that is exactly what he needed. And it was on Hockey's home start.
Oh, and here's the funny part. 3 games in, 0 normal wilds for either player.
Goodness. Well, we saw a game like this. I think it was Rogers and Clay was, I think like through like 5 or 6 games, it was either no +4s or no wilds. So
That's the classic Cap to say there. Yep. Not even surprised.
Yeah, there's just it just goes so fast, Sandfer. There's very little to really ask about it. That's the thing about it.
Yeah, I don't think either player drew. Well, Cap drew off one of them drew off the start, but
yeah, Cap drew because he didn't have blue, and then Hockey was iced on red, but Cap quickly made a switch, and that's all he needed. That triple, that first +4 was the cushion he needed to take care of business.
Neither player on an exact plan A, but worked out for both.
Little kind of like A.5, maybe a little bit of B in there.
Maybe a little.
A.5. Yeah, I got unless either player has comments, I don't really have much to ask on this one.
I guess the question as it pertains to game 4 is, will Hockey go back to something a little bit more high tier, since that's what he won on? But hey.
So Hockey, how many cards?
No. The answer is no. He's gonna stay in mid-tier.
That's closer to mid-tier, still a little low. Crazy 8s, here we go. And we start yellow skip. It's like right on the edge of mid-tier. I'll give you that. Check in here.
Immediate swap.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. Another immediate switch. This one from Cap after one turn on yellow. Oh my. Okay. Cross to green. The gun too.
Cap showing his best toggle impersonation today in this game. And another color swap. Who's going to get to the run first? That's what this one's looking like. 0 sugar on the blueberry. You can get that at drinkmailroadenergy.com.
Exactly. If the Ed 0 sugar, then going to the JT5 is Cap. Hockey going to red with the wild. That's Pandora's just a minute into the game. Cap draws. Hockey looking to take advantage. And that's it. God. I didn't check the table. I thought he was further back.
Well, I saw that he was I said he was going for Uno. I didn't think. I'm like, is it gonna be the game or is it Uno?
Yeah, I didn't see the table. That's on me.
So we're gonna go under a minute on this next one, right? I mean,
yeah. I think that's the trend, right? That's the trend.
We're under a minute on the next one because
that is the first wild. Yeah. Yeah, I really don't have much to say other than the fact that the numbers were falling to hockey there. I mean, obviously the green switch helped, and then Cap's ditto cost him there. That's really it.
I'm like saying time for power play.
Oh no.
The man that has the name of the sport where it came from.
Big hockey.
Calling for it.
Yeah, I think it's
And
30
got the
seconds.
evil laugh going.
All right, Cap, it's back to you. You're down 3-1. Can't pick 7. What'll it be?
7.
This is not a Seth Cole KT show. This cannot happen with these two. Anyway.
Okay. Because this worked so well the first 2 times.
I love how hockey's like not happy with 15, even though he's won 2 straight on 15.
Right?
Oh my goodness. Blue reverse to start. Open door. What could happen here?
I don't know why hockey's so worried about this.
Well, I mean, he does like the low tier. He does like the fast pace, but he's been winning on it. So I feel like he just doesn't. I don't know if he thinks that it'll hold up for him.
I maybe that's the only thing you've got. What?
Oh, little play a little bit. Good play.
And now we can put the dittos.
And there's the ditto. The Andy 3. Cap ahead by 2 cards now with the double. With retro combo. And green wild for hockey. Second wild of the series. See what that does for Cap.
Oh, yep.
I doubt that was an accident. If that was an accident, that is crazy.
So much for that 30-second game, though, by the way.
Yeah. Oh well. Oh, there's a +2 from hockey. Pulls back ahead by 2. Flips the scoreboard with that one.
Well, and hockey really wanting that green too.
Wanted that green 2 half off special. Dittos again with the 5. Does that set something up potentially? Nope, just gonna keep it running.
Hockey runs out though. This isn't the fast-paced action I was signing up for, apparently. We got triple play there.
Yeah, there might be a question to ask about this one. Triple +6 for Cap, and now hockey just gonna keep trying to run it back to the sender start.
Well, he is back to start.
Indeed.
Cap runs out of blue though. Hockey over to the blue 6 gives Cap an avenue over to yellow.
Hockey, the half off special, followed by Cap's ground floor Brock 1 on the yellow. And triple coming from hockey makes it quad play, rounds the bags, closes on the Yepes 7. Still behind by 3 cards on the scoreboard. There's Cap going with a crossover to red. Nightwalker 7. +4 from hockey, keeping it red as well. Cap has the other yellow 1, crosses back over, still behind by 1. Hockey iced.
Cap Already saying GG though.
Cap thought it was. I think he thought it was over unless Cap has a crazy run here.
It'd be 8 cards to mirror
Said
what
that
Hockey
so
did in game 1.
He said that so instantaneously. I wonder if he was expecting a big run to finish for Hockey, but just a double play from Cap. Yeah, I think he might have been expecting something there off that play, and Hockey will continue to run. He's behind by 2, and Cap keeps running with it. Camaro 8 on the board. Double play +4, another from Hockey. Keeps it, sends it back to red, goes ahead by that +4. Both still with their power play. Fine boom indeed. Quad play, Cap rounds the bag. So now it's even. No cards thrown at him.
Gets this.
I see you, Red. I see you.
Another flavor that you can get at drinkmillroadenergy.com.
Yeah, the cherry red. Cross to that 0 sugar. Cap undercuts to the yellow wild.
The Llamas Wild is out.
Of course, congrats to Lamas getting his first win on the year.
And his Florida Panthers got to round 2.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Red.
Another +4.
Red's the Nostradamus of the round. My God.
Cap saying not so quick.
Red, that is wild. I didn't say it because I saw the ping on my second device, but Red pinged me in voice chat saying he's got the triple +4.
Oh.
After the second +4, and he read School
once.
of Reads open for Red. My goodness, cross to green 3 all at once.
Here's the downside: having 3 of them at once. If you do not win this game, we are going to criticize you heavily for it.
Hockey at dose. Power play. He's looking for the win. He's looking for the series.
This is it. He's got 2. This is it.
And that will
number.
That should do it. Green 3, number of fish, back to red again. God. Number efficiency to finish after all those +4s in Hockey in just 14.5 minutes. Do you expect anything more? 6.5 minutes. That's slow work for these two.
Well, I did say the over-under was at 15 minutes.
Got just about hit the under by 1. Well, it's got to be 15.5. That's how it works. Definition.
So we had to push. We had to push on it.
Yeah.
Because the problem is, with time, you're going to be able to tie no matter what.
Yeah.
Even if you said 15.5, then that still would have had a 15 30.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Cap, I definitely more to say. I think you're up against 3 +4s. My question to you simply is that, you know, it worked for you on the 7 in game 3, and you still went back to 15. Was that just, if we see that quote from Caesar, was that anything more than just trying to find different results in the sender, thinking that it'll go your way? Or you, like, why? I guess what I'm saying is, why wouldn't you go back to your bread and butter kind of play with that like 5-6 low tier kind of starts? That's all I have for you there. Hockey, congrats on the win, and just thoughts on this one? I don't really know what to say about this. You had a lot go your way today. You got win number 2 on the year. Gotta give you props. Even 500. They're both 500 now. Cap falls to 3-3, 18-16. Hockey proves to 2-2, 10-10 even in games this year. Lots of 15s. Yeah, I'm curious on. Yeah, wanted to give it a shot. Well, yeah, I just wonder, after getting somewhat hosed in those first 2 games, and you saw success on low tier. Third time, maybe you thought third time's a charm, I suppose. That's all I can take from that. And obviously, power play comes off the board for Hockey. Cap wasn't able to get it on the board. You know, Sandfer, Cap tried to change it, but I mean, I wonder if this is just maybe living proof that he's better with his bread and butter. Obviously, we've seen people find ways to win in the center, but the third time you'd think maybe he would make a switch, but interesting to see that he stuck with it after losing 2 straight like that. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'm not. It's gonna be one of those that we have to question no matter what. To me, like I didn't mind it the first time, especially because he mentioned he wanted to change things up. I
Yeah.
get it. Um, but then losing on it, going to it the second time, like I'm not thrilled by that part, but I'm not gonna say it's the worst call either. The
Not at
going to
all.
it third time and losing all three is that's
I think the
at
third
that point
time
you
was
only have yourself to
questionable to
blame.
me. That's just my thought.
Like I said, at that point, going to it three times on all of your card starts and then losing on it. At that point, like congrats to hockey, but Cap only has himself to blame on this one. I think,
Yeah.
truthfully.
Yeah, like if it was more of a if the cards were being dealt a little more evenly, maybe you think about it a third time. Like if you came close, but he wasn't coming close in those first two.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think Cap looking back on it's probably gonna obviously a little bit of hindsight's 2020 there,
Yeah.
but um at least he tried something. I just like I said, I would have definitely done something different for the
Yeah.
game
Game
5.
5, yeah. I think I would have as well. Yep. Hockey thoughts on playing either Lane or Brian. I don't know if you have seen them play there, or we hope coming up next round, and about all I've got for you. So, that was pretty clean cut. Not gonna. I never thought 15 would be associated with the word gambling, but that's just how it is. It apparently is.
Sorry, I've switched on IndyCar. I'm now looking at if you ask
Yeah.
me a question, I'm looking at
Yeah, it's
IndyCar. I
fine.
was
I'm
trying to
just
get
yeah.
the that's
I'll
all.
probably be watching the game, see how they play. Else, yeah, they'll be playing tomorrow 9 p.m. Well, we hope so. Bot migration, but that is gonna do it. You see bracket on your left on the stream. It is going to be either Lane or Brian for the hockey coming up. Another 11 seed moves on. That's now 3 out of the 4 11 seeds. 1 6 seed, that was Clay, moving earlier in the round. This is going to be it for a little while. We hope to be here tomorrow at 9 on stream. Lane versus Brian. We'll get Hockey, who's just done in 5 over Cap today. We'll be back full steam ahead again on Tuesday with a triple header, starting with Caesar Gold on stream, 3v14 in the popcorn region. Then we go back to the Slushie region for the 413 game between Toast and Steven. Then we wrap up that Tuesday night at 8 o'clock in prime time with Ghost and Jenna, also none. We also like to remind you we have a quadruple header in D2 starting bright and early at 7 a.m. on Tuesday, as Scars and Guma will start off the round 64 of Meteorological May. First of 27 games we hope to be played in round 1. We'll have full schedules posted as well. We'll take a look at that as D2T just about to go very soon. So again, that's your full bracket. Hockey moves on. Lane and Brian will play on stream, hopefully 9 o'clock. If that does not happen, we will provide updates about when that game will be played. But for now, that is what we are going with tentatively, hoping the bot comes back up online migration by then. Background in Radin, I believe that's coming I don't know. Yeah, possibly Friday at 1 o'clock. That is the time that's on the table. We will, what Braden says on that. The schedule's so we're potentially 1 p.m. Friday, and then of course Ashley and Mac, we will have a time on as soon as we hear from World Champ getting for fine. That is going to do it for us. Yeah, probably the quickest show of the round of the tournament. Maybe how things go, but thanks to Sandfer, of course, once again for stepping in on short notice for Coach. We wish him the best with something coming up with him Sunday. Thank you for joining us here. Congrats to Hockey for winning it over Cap in a 14.5 minute 5-game series. For all of us here at MRE UNO, we will be back. Hopefully tomorrow night we'll be back on stream Tuesday afternoon as our tournaments continue across the league. For all of us here, I've been Not Short. We thank you for joining us, and we will see you again on Monday night and Tuesday.
This has been a presentation of MRE UNO Division 1.